going on, guys? It's Mo here with Auto Addict. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I am super hyped and amped to show you guys our new product release for our Gen 6 owners from 2016-2018. What's that new product? Let's go ahead and dive into all the information, show you guys the new lights that we have going on for this awesome Gen 6. Gen 6 owners 2016-2018. Your OEM taillights come in two options. The first option is the red housing that comes from the factory, and another option comes in smoky. What are we providing to you guys? What's the new product all about? We're super excited to announce our Velox and Umbra taillights that we launched for our Gen 5 owners to the Gen 6 owners. This taillight molding will fit 2016 to 2018, as we're gonna provide an awesome LED functionality, an awesome LED nighttime running, and our beautiful sequential taillights that our Gen 6 owners get to be equipped with. The difference between this one and our new taillights you guys will be seeing, this taillights has a halogen reverse yellow bulb, then the halogen red bulb as well for the brake light and the nighttime runnings, versus our Velox and Umbra's new complete extremely aggressive 3D look taillight that's gonna change the game on the backside of the Camaro. Without further ado, let's show you guys how to install this product. What are the parts that you need to take out? It's a very easy plug and play process, and let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. We want to make sure this install is very easy and plug and play and user friendly for you guys. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to remove the OEM taillights and show you how to install our new Velox taillights on Faith's Gen 6 Camaro. Without further ado, let's dive into the install. Roughly should take us about 15 to 20 minutes, and it should be all set and good to go. Let's go and get started, guys. That we have 3 clips over here on each side of the taillight that needs to be removed. So when you take out the taillight, nothing's interfering or breaking the brackets of the OEM taillight. So let's go ahead and remove those clips right now. It's a very easy. All you need is a clip removal to go ahead and remove those without any struggle. As you see right here, guys, the clips must be removed because the OEM mold of this taillight has a clip adapter where it clips into the taillight, so it has to be removed so we're able to pull out the taillight without any struggle. Let's go ahead and get to the back side, guys. As you can see, we have to remove the side clip of this liner right here, and there's about 3 screws. There's 2 up front on the side right here, and there's 1 right behind this taillight. It's 5/16 socket, so if you get a 5/16 socket with a drill or a hand pretty much screw, you should be able to take them out without any struggle. Let's go ahead and show you and display this install with removing the screws. Alright, guys, so if you guys want to come over here, we wanted to show you. So far we removed 3 5/16 screws, and we removed 3 clips that came off the plastic bracket that came with the car. And other than that, everything is fully removed and ready to be pulled out. So the way to remove this, you gotta put some tension to it and kind of do a backwards force push, and you'll be able to remove the clip without any issues. Let's go ahead and get that done, guys. All right, so once it's removed, just be careful. Make sure you don't scratch your bumper, your quarter panel, or any of that stuff. And as you can see right here, there's a bracket that connects to the harness. That needs to be removed right here. And then lastly, just go ahead and unclip this red clip, and then clip the harness, and then just remove it, and you should be able to take it out without any issues. It's a very easy install to go ahead and remove the OEM taillights, and it's pretty much the same exact thing to put our new taillights that we have for you guys. All right, guys, so as you can see, I have the Velox 16 to 18 Camaro taillights. It's a plug and play taillight, and it comes with a resistor to make sure the turn signal is not hyper flashing. And this red wire right here needs to be connected to the 3rd brake light, so the brake light can function on these taillights. So let's go ahead and run over the install and let you guys know what it requires to make sure these taillights are functioning 100% for your car. And plug these in there, and you should be able to pretty much install the taillights without any issues. So the first thing I want to do is connect the harness. Make sure you hear the clip, so make sure everything's attached nice and firm. There's a resistor that comes with the package rail. This resistor will allow your car not to hyper flash. It's very important to plug in, or else your car will hyper flash. This harness will be provided in our package with the Velox and the Umbras for the 16 to 18. This harness will function the brake light. In order to make sure you connect this, you gotta remove the trunk liner real quick and connect this harness with your OEM 3rd brake light harness. It's a very easy plug and play process, and we just gotta run both harnesses to connect on both sides. Let's go ahead and get this process started to show you guys how it's actually makes my life a lot easier. I don't like using plastic because they're very weak and sometimes they tend to break. I kind of like to plug it in here, use the strong arm of this clipper, and then just remove it out with nice and flush removing without breaking anything. right, here's that. This is the last one. So after all my clips have been removed, I have to remove the trunk clutch plastic trim right here, or else the liner will not come off. It's a nice little easy wiggle from both sides just to kind of remove it, get the tension out, and then it's a very easy removing thing. And after that, we just go ahead and remove the liner, put it in the trunk. And the harness that we need to connect is inside right here. So it's a literally, you can kind of squeeze your hand in there, or you can get it picked, or you can use your clip removal to see where the harness is at, and then you can easily just pull down on it. So as you can see right here, it's very easy. The harness that we make is compatible with the OEM harness of your vehicle, where this will plug in right here. And then the original plug that we come out from our harness will go back to your third brake light. So let's get this part started. Measured for you guys to make sure everything's reaching the right and the left taillight without having to extend any wires. Let's go ahead and plug this back to the OEM. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to kind of see where the harness at, which one is my left and which one is my right. And then after that, I'll go ahead and run it. Two ways you can kind of put this. You can save it by running it with a nice around the OEM harness and zip tying it, or you can put some sort of tape as well to make sure it sticks. I like to zip tie because it makes it nice and clean, because again here it's a zip tie clip with the trunk, so it makes everything kind of match. See, I ran the wire from the back side right here so it can be hitting, and I'll go ahead and connect it. It's a very nice connection, nothing really hard or complex about it. It just plugs in and makes sure the rubber seal is around it so no water can get in it, and you should be good to go. We're not gonna put back everything right now. Let's go ahead and show you guys the functionality and get this started for you guys. All right guys, before we show you guys the functionality, let's look at Fitment. Fitment is very important for us when it comes to producing and manufacturing aftermarket products. Let's look at the quarter panel, as everything sits nice and flush, just like the OEM taillights, without any gaps or any spacing that's coming out of the taillight. Again, by the trunk, it lines up extremely perfectly fine without any issues, and it matches the lines of the trunk, so without giving it any sort of tension or potentially hitting the taillight. Again, it's a very 3D aggressive taillight. Look at the difference between the OEM versus our Velox version. It changes the game extremely aggressive, and with our client rocking our RF-1 diffuser, makes it even more aggressive. All right guys, as you can see, this is the OEM turn signal with the factory of the OEM taillight. Let's go ahead and show you guys the right side and look at the difference between the OEM and ours. As you can see, it's a beautiful, bright, sequential amber turn signal. Makes already a huge difference on the Camaro, and looking at this when you're signaling, everyone's gonna grab attention and be like, what are those taillights? One of my favorite functionality on these taillights is the LED amber sequential signals.